knowing that we had to be up and ready to operate firearms within about 3 or 4 hours didn't stop us from just getting down with it, just getting down with our bad selves.
On this episode of Mancounty, Chance and Paul head out to do a little duck hunting, and they take along one of their favorite Texas music artists, Zane Williams.
I thought we were going to play duck hunt with Zane Williams, not go duck hunting with Zane Williams.
As we explain this thing to Paul, Chance heads out to preview the property with their guide for the weekend, Jason Weiss. There's a lot of property to see, with deer and hog hunting, and a really nice little lake that just might hold some ducks.
From the sun up to the sundown, they can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, if you got the money. Hit you hard as a hammer if you pick a fight.
They swing by the blind they'll be hunting from tomorrow morning, but it's going to need a little bit of work before it's ready to hunt from.
Of a working man.
Then they check out the place they'll be having their campfire tonight.
Now the hands of a working man look kind of funny.
Woo! Not exactly roughing it, huh?
Sticking out a white shirt sleeves on.
This is heaven. You got, a lake with fish galore, place to hunt, endless firewood. I would never leave the house. I'd pay somebody to deliver groceries out here, and I would never leave.
Working hard from
After watching a bunch of birds fly off the lake, the boys felt like they'd seen enough, and it was time to start the pre-hunt activities.
Old Chance had a great idea of going to the VFW and watching some people play.
While at the Honey Grove, Texas VFW, they met up with their other guide for the weekend at the pool tables, James States, and fellow Texas musician Justin Bowerman. And while James sinks the 8-ball, at the wrong time, everyone says their goodbyes. It was time to meet up with Zane and head to the campfire.
And then Zane got out here, and when he got here, what we should have done is gone straight to bed. We didn't do that at all.
The problem with me is musicians go to bed late.
We got Lone Star, PBR, Rolling Rock, Shiner Bock, Road Duels, Heffenbison, Ziegenbach, Keystone, Coors Light, of course we got Red Stripe.
Built-in fireplace.
We had guitars, and we had a campfire. We weren't in a real big hurry to go to bed.
Eventually got around to pulling out the guitar and doing some mediocre renditions of some songs that we could barely remember.
There's 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. Take one down and pass it around. 90.
Stayed up real late, way too late actually. But you know, when you get done in the morning, you get everything ready to go, and you're sitting in the duck blind on time. It doesn't really matter how late you stay up.
So we started on the Cuervo, Bacardi, Gold, Margarita, straight tequila, Jim Beam, George Dickel. Then we wet our whistle with the single malt.
Which we still hadn't put the blind together. That was something we just totally ignored, totally neglected to do. We knew we were going to have to do that early, and honestly, I was really dreading it.
So we decided to go to bed and get up about an hour and a half later.
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
The fire might have kept them up late, but the birds would get them up before dawn.
The thing about duck hunting is the ducks get up early.
But Paul doesn't.
Getting Paul up this morning was exactly how I thought it was going to be. It was awful.
I love the sound of a fiddle.
Since Paul's snoring might have kept everyone up,
Paul, you going with us?
he slept in the truck.
Go shoot some ducks?
Then I'll get woken up about dark 30.
Paul, you're falling down there in the floorboard.
Truck's rocking, people are just flashing lights. I thought we were getting raided or something. So I just put a pillow over my head and went back to bed.
You're in no condition to duck hunt. We're gonna leave you here.
The boys even tried the old spotlight in the face trick, and when that didn't work, it was time to head down to the lake and shoot some ducks. When they got there, they were in for a pleasant surprise.
James is the man. He showed up, got up before the rest of us, and he took off and went down there and set up the blind himself.
I saw it parked down at the stop and go with a sign saying 3,500 old.
James made a name for himself today, I think, as the responsible member of the group. He actually got up first and went down and actually put together the blind before any of us could offer to help him, right? We didn't offer, did we? I mean, we did. By the time we offered, he was done, right?
Baby, they don't make them like this anymore. Let's go where we've never been before.
After the final touches were done on the blind, the decoys were in place, and the sky started to change colors on that cloudy December morning. The boys geared up for what was hopefully going to be a memorable duck hunt.
I personally was responsible for at least 2 of those birds. I know this because everybody else missed, and I saved a shell, and then after everyone else was done firing, I shot the bird.
First you buy an old second-hand amp with the knob that sticks. You plug a cheap Fender in, then you crank it to 10, and you learn a few haggard licks. Then you play every day.
The birds started coming in early,
Hey, there's some birds flying in. Y'all get quiet.
and while they'd slack off later in the hunt, they gave the young chocolate lab plenty of swimming time.
Gypsy was the Labrador that we had the pleasure of working with this morning, and I think really you could say the pleasure was mostly hers, because I've never seen a living being show more excitement than that dog showed. I wish that I could be as excited about anything, just even for a short moment, as that dog was for the entire time that we were in the blind. Gypsy did real well.
If she just knew when to shake. And when things slowed down, there was plenty of interesting conversation to be had in the duck blind.
I've never been so happy to find a nutty bar in my life.
Can we call it Domino's?
Caught a duck in my mouth one time.
You check my makeup.
5-hour energy in case I have a heart attack.
Hold still, Chance.
I love that shirt that says "Don't hassle the hall."
I don't have any chance, Cody, on my phone.
Well, now I'm offended.
Step 3, glue your hands to a steering wheel. Step 4, eat fast food every meal. Step 5 and 6, fire the original band and buy a new thing.
We should go check on Paul.
Just to make sure he's still alive, Chance and Zane load up in the mule and head back to camp to check on Paul, while the other guys break down the blind.
So you sing about love, or maybe love gone wrong. Put your whole heart and soul into every song.
As they pull into camp with the morning kill, they see a welcome sight. Old Paul in a good mood.
Everybody calls you an overnight success.
That's the only duck hunting I've ever actually practiced right there.
An overnight success.
On the next Mancounty,
Ooh, shut your mouth.
Paul reveals some cooking secrets.
Sometimes I just cook bacon. That bacon, I just go and just cook it and eat it.
The boys do a little front porch picking. We'll see how Paul's first time to cook duck turns out. And then we head to Hanks in McKinney, Texas to see Zane Williams live.
You know what? On second thought, maybe you should just, I don't know, try out for American Idol or something.
Check out mancounty.com for all your outdoor hunting and fishing supplies.